Several areas in New York, September 29, 2023, where the entire city became like an ocean due to widespread flooding.
Wow.
Should we FaceTime Maria?
Delivery workers in the boroughs, a judge ruled in favor of.
Record-setting rain overwhelmed New York City sewer system Friday, sending a surge of floodwater coursing through streets and into basements, schools, subways, and vehicles throughout the nation's most populous city.
Look at the firemen! The water is up to their waist! Like, this is fucking ridiculous! I can't even go through this.
The water rose fast and furious, catching some commuters off guard as they soaked through Friday morning's rush hour. First responders jumped into action where needed, blocking people from stranded cars and pavement feeling like bed-ups. More rain fell in a single day at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport, nearly 8 inches than any other since 1948. A month's worth of rain fell in Brooklyn in just 3 hours, as it was shocked by some of the storm's most intense rainfall rates Friday morning.
Are you fucking?
Your trash is literally floating down the street. And so it begins. It was the end of times in New York.
The prolific totals are a symptom of climate change, scientists say, with a warmer atmosphere acting to a massive sponge, able to soak up more water vapor and then bring it out in intense spurts, which can easily overwhelm outdated flood protection. A widespread 3 to 6 inches of rain had fallen across to the New York City by late Friday afternoon. More rain will fall through the evening, though it will gradually taper off. In Mamaroneck, a Westchester County suburb north of the city, emergency officials used inflatable rafts to rescue people trapped in buildings by floods, Reuters reported. Pictures and video footage showed people wading through water, reaching up to their knees, as streets and subways were hit by heavy rain.
Look at this. Look at this.
Several videos posted to social media appeared to show water pouring for the ceiling and walls of subway stations and onto inundated platforms. More than 2.5 inches of rain were reported in 1 hour in Brooklyn Navy Yard. In a virtual briefing, New York Chief Climate Officer said the city's sewage system was only designed to handle 1.75 inches an hour, so it's no surprise that parts of Brooklyn have borne the brunt of this. In South Williamsburg, Brooklyn, workers waded through knee-high water as they tried to unclog a drain as cardboard and other debris floated by. New York governor declared a state of emergency for New York City, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley Friday morning as the worst of the flooding hit. She urged residents to stay home because of widespread dangerous travel conditions. The water also found its way into 150 of New York City's 1,400 schools, which remained open on Friday, New York City school counselors said.
geven. Deze is af van Bas. Ik laag mijn mooisjes af. Dus kijk op deze. Wow,
Passengers were advised to check with their airline before traveling. The New York Police Department also announced multiple road closures and said the National Guard had been deployed. Elsewhere, traffic hit a standstill as water rose above cars' tires along a stretch of the FDR Drive, a major road along the east side of Manhattan.
Yes, yeah, rained so heavily that it's flooded here in Brooklyn.
New York City has had nearly 14 inches of rain so far this month. Floodwaters spilled into subways and onto railways and caused major disruptions, including suspension of service of 10 train lines in Brooklyn and all 3 Metro-North train lines. Governor Hochul said the city was deploying additional buses to help fill the gap caused by the train outage. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority fully restored service on 7 subway lines by Friday evening, according to Demetrius Kriklow, Senior Vice President of the New York City Transit Department of Subways.
I wish I had that. It's a fucking river.
Today was just not an easy day for us, but like New Yorkers, we are resilient. We continue to press on, Kriklow said. MTA Chair and CEO said Friday evening, one of 3 Metro-North Railroad lines was picked up and running, the Hudson Line, and noted the Long Island Railroad also had good service. The MTA also said it is working to restore limited service to the remaining 2 lines on Friday night. Air travel didn't fare any better. Flight delays hit all 3 New York City area airports Friday. Flooding inside the historic Marine Air Terminal in New York's LaGuardia Airport forced it to close.
Be careful.
A travel advisory remains in effect for New York City through 6 a.m. ET Saturday, with more flooding possible. The New York tri-state area is facing a level 3 of 4 moderate risk for flash flooding for the rest of the day Friday, the National Weather Service warned. The flood threat stretches beyond New York City and impacts roughly 25 million people across the Northeast. Heavy rain will expand north and east and impact a wide swath of southern New England through Friday evening. The heaviest rain in the region will center on Connecticut, where flash flood warnings were already in place on Friday afternoon. Rainfall of 3 to 4 inches slammed the southwestern portion of the state earlier Friday. 1 to 3 inches of rain is also possible from central Connecticut to portions of Rhode Island through Friday evening.
Donald Trump and Barack Obama. Oh, shit. This shit's getting deeper, man.
It's actually getting deeper, bro.
Parts of Massachusetts, including Boston, could tally up widespread rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches by the time the heaviest rain comes to an end Friday night. A long line of people snaked from the ticket counter in the afternoon at Grand Central Terminal, where Miketex were among those whose train had been cancelled. Railroad employees had suggested possible workaround, but they wondered whether they would work out. The New York Rangers and New York Islanders postponed a preseason game on Long Island. And the waterlogged Central Park Zoo, a sea lion swam out of her swollen pool. With the zoo closed because of the weather, she looked around for a bit before returning to the pool, zoo officials said in a statement.
Newspaper, The Hindu. STM is actually supposed to boost India-Canada trade to much higher levels, like India has with so many.
In Brooklyn Crown Heights, residents awoke to the sound of rain dripping from the ceiling of her fourth-floor apartment and heard strange sound outside her front door. She opened it to find the waterways coming in thicker and louder, pouring into a hallway and flowing down the stairs, she said. Rain had pulled on the roof and was leaking through a skylight. Hoboken, New Jersey, and other cities and towns, New York City also experienced flooding.
Terrible right now, yeah. Cars are stuck. I'm stuck. I need a boat. Vinci people.
New Jersey government called for state offices to close at 3 p.m. except for essential personnel. The Weather Service had warned of 3 to 5 inches of rain and told emergency managers to expect over 6 inches in some places.